Hello, it is Monday, it's a new weekly reading vlog and I have updates. So, I don't think I talked about this in the clip I did yesterday for last week's vlog because I think I hadn't read these pages. So I read these pages yesterday evening after I wrapped up the last week's vlog. So much happened in yesterday's pages, like the pacing has picked up, although I don't really know where it's going with the last like 100 pages because I read today's pages and now I'm like, there are only 2 days worth of pages left. How is this whole series being wrapped up? I don't know, but yeah. And then last night I started For Better or Cursed by Kate Williams. I finished this today, pleasantly surprised. So this ended up being a 4-star, which I am, part of me is happy about and part of me is not, because it's really hard to get hold of these paperbacks. Although I got this one in Forbidden Planet. So maybe Forbidden Planet for the third one. But basically, I wasn't the biggest fan of the first one. And I got the second one. But then the more I've thought about it, the more I've not really wanted to read it. And that's why I forced myself to put it on this TBR so I would get it read. And I ended up enjoying it. It was a 4-star. And the way it's ended, there is like one thing in particular that's been left open for the final book and I'm like, well, I need to know what happens now, so I'm gonna have to read book 3. But I don't know if I want to actually go and buy book 3 because I feel like the only reason I want to own these is for the aesthetic, but I don't think I'll ever reread them. So really the smart thing to do would not be to waste my money on buying book 3 knowing these 3 books are just going to sit on my shelves, never be read again. I don't need to buy books just for the aesthetic. Sometimes I do, but I don't think this is one of them. But I enjoyed it, which is good. I enjoyed it enough to want to read book 3, so yeah. And then for Chloe's Patreon buddy read, we're reading Bride. So we are only a few chapters in, so like 60 pages. I love this book, as you can see. I love this book, but I'm not sure if I did any. Okay, there's an annotation. I want to see if there's any annotations that I can take a picture of and post in the buddy read chat, obviously with the spoiler warnings, so that if people haven't read the pages yet or they accidentally click on that channel, I don't spoil people. That one's a spoilery one. Also, I picked up the physical book and for some reason my brain completely forgot that this happened. And I was like, oh, yeah, there's one I think I'm going to take a picture of. So yeah. But yeah, I'm already obsessed being back in the Bride world. But yeah, that is my updates. Me and Ash are continuing our buddy read of Misrule tomorrow. We had to sort of like pause because she's been too busy, and then she had to read A Court of Silver Flames because the live show was tonight and the live show was great. I think that is the most I've participated in one of the live shows, like comment wise, because I find it so hard not to spoil things, but because A Court of Silver Flames is as caught up with the ACOTAR series as you can be, I can't spoil anything for Tori or anyone in the comments. So yeah, that was fun. But now I'm tired. I want to go to bed. My plan for tomorrow, once I've read my buddy read pages for my 3 books, I think part of me wants to try and start shadow study, but then I also have 2 ebooks. So if I figure out where the hell I've put my Kindle, I can charge my Kindle. Is it still in my bag? It might still be in my bag from when I was at Ashes because I haven't. No, because I've used it. I was using it when I got back from Ashes. I don't know where I've put my Kindle. It might be downstairs. I don't know. I will find my Kindle because I have 2 books on my Kindle for the month. So yeah, my plan for this week is I'll be finishing Tyrant's Throne on Wednesday. Miss Rule will take me through to, let's see when. So Miss Rule will take us through to Saturday. And Bride will go through to Sunday. So I'll finish all 3 of my buddy reads this week. So then my TBR is I've got House of Earth and Blood, which I want to tab and annotate. So... or at least tab, probably not annotate. So that one's probably gonna be a next weekend thing. I've got Shadow Study. The Twisted Ones when my library hold comes in, which I thought I was supposed to get it this week. But it's been saying 2 weeks for like 3 weeks. So I don't know. It's not going to take me long to read it once I've got it, but I would quite like to get it. So yeah, apart from my buddy reads and House of Earth and Blood, I've got Shadow Study, which I don't know if I have the audiobook. Technically, I could get the audiobook if I want to listen on 1 speed. I'm not going to take in a thing it says if I listen on 1 speed though. So that might have to be a physical read. The Twisted Ones when my hold comes in, which should be any day now. Fear Street, which again I think is a physical only read. All That Consumes Us, which I have the audiobook for. A Taste of Darkness, which is short stories, so I think that's going to be pretty easy to read. And then Rabbits and Raising Hell, which are on my Kindle, but I can't get the audiobook for on my library apps, which is annoying. So it's not as much of a audiobook heavy month this month. Considering last month, every single book I read had an audiobook along with either the physical or the ebook. It's sort of throwing me off that I've now got to read physically. So, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, that is the plan for this week. This has been a long update, but yeah. Also, Friday, I have got the day off work because I need to de-dog the house because Belle got brought here tonight. She's going home on Wednesday, and because Ash is coming here Friday, we need to hoover and steam clean the living room. I don't have to do my room. I hoover my room, but like I don't steam clean because Belle doesn't come into my room, so it's just a case of just getting any like fur that I've tracked into the floor. But luckily it's not carpet in my room, so it's not as bad. Because we don't want to set off 1, Ash's allergies, and 2, her asthma. So yeah. But also on top of that, the main reason I've booked Friday off, because I could have done that when I finished work, but the main reason I've booked Friday off is because it is one of my nephew's birthdays on Friday, and I'm gonna bake a cake. So yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I've been talking for 11 minutes. You wouldn't have seen 11 minutes of footage because I will cut out all my gaps between talking and me talking complete rubbish that doesn't need to be in there. So yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Tuesday. I have read so much today. I have also worked and watched Great British Bake Off. Don't ask me how I've done this. Work was quiet. I read my buddy read pages of Tyrant's Throne. We're finishing this tomorrow. Same thoughts as the rest of the buddy read with this. I did my buddy read pages of Miss Rule. Me and Ash are starting back up our buddy read of this. So we're like almost at the halfway mark. I think it's 49%. So basically halfway. Still really enjoying this. I really don't know where it's gonna go though. Like, I felt the same way about Malice, but like, it's not a bad thing. I'm enjoying it, so, you know. Then I did my buddy read pages of Bride. I love this book so much. I had no annotations to send to the Discord today, because the only annotations I've got are spoilery, because I annotated it on a reread, so some of my annotations have spoilers for later on in the book, as someone who's read it, but it's fine. And then I had a plan to start Shadow Study today and finish it tomorrow. I'm now ahead because I finished this whole book today. I messaged Tori after finishing it, so it was a 5-star. I messaged Tori after finishing it, and I actually think this is my favourite out of the 7 books I've now read in this world. And the ending is not okay, in the sense that I should have read this closer to November, because the next book is on my November TBR and I don't physically have it yet, so I can't even read it yet. Plus it's on my November TBR. I know I haven't officially posted my November TBR, but at some point this could be my favourite of the 3 series. We shall see. I really loved this. I really like Opal from the Glass series, but Yelena and Valak are perfect. Like, they are my favourite characters, and Ari and Janko, who are in this a lot, so I'm glad that we're back to those characters. So yeah, that is my reading update. I don't know what book. Obviously I've got 3 buddy reads tomorrow, and I am in the office tomorrow, but I do have the evening, so I'm thinking, dangerous I know, if I can read my buddy read pages of Miss Rule on the way to work, my buddy read pages of Bride on the way home from work, and my buddy read pages of Tyrant's Throne on my lunch break, then I've got all evening. And I am torn, because I could start another book, or, hear me out, Twisters is out on DVD now, and my copy is arriving tomorrow. So I could just watch Daisy Edgar Jones and Glen Powell fight some tornadoes. Because I've not seen that film since July. No, August. Beginning of August. Not seen that film since the beginning of August, and I would very much like to go see that film again. It's a good film. Plus my mum hasn't seen it and she would like to see it, so. Also, it's thanks to Chloe I know that it's coming out early, because when I checked, originally it was saying DVD release date was 31st of December, and I was annoyed, but I was like, fine. And then I checked like a couple of weeks after, and it was saying 6th of January, and I was like, oh, I swear to God. So I stopped looking, because I was like, it's just going to keep going back and it's going to annoy me. And then I woke up to a message from Chloe this morning with a screenshot of a dispatch notice for that DVD. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Went to Amazon and ordered my copy. So yeah. It might be a movie night tomorrow night. We'll see. But if I do read something, I'm charging up my Kindle because I've got 2 ebooks. I am going to see if I can get audiobooks for them though, because I don't have the energy to physically read right now. So yeah. And I will not be reading on Thursday evening, because Thursday evening I'm at the theatre. Friday, it's my nephew's birthday. Saturday, Ash is here and my nephew's here again. So I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done outside of my buddy reads this week, but so I feel like I should just read something else tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm just babbling. I'm tired. Also, no spoilers, but I'm actually gutted on who went home on Great British Bake Off. And I can say this because no one knows my favourites on here. I've not voiced my favourites, but one of my favourites went home, and I don't think that person deserved to go home. They were not great this week, but the other person they were up against, it should have been them. And I'm actually, this is the first one I've actually been gutted about, because they were one of my favourites. So yeah, sad. Anyway, I'm going to stop babbling. I'm going to go to bed because I'm really tired. So I will catch up with you tomorrow evening. Hello, it is Wednesday. I'm going to try and make this update quick because you guessed it, I'm really tired. But I have updates. So I read my Buddy Read Pages for Bride. I mean, it's one of my favourite books, so, you know. And I've talked about it twice this year, so I don't need to go into detail. I finished Tyrant's Throne. This one scraped a 4-star. I was actually quite disappointed. The ending felt really anticlimactic. Like, it just feels like the end, like the end big battle thing was over like that. And then there was like an extended epilogue type thing. And I would have rather the battle go on longer and have a shorter epilogue. Or even just like the battle take up more of the book than it did. It just felt like it was over too quickly. And it was a bit So it scraped a 4-star. And I am very glad I don't physically own these, and these have been coming from the library, because I would be unhauling them if they were mine. So there's that. And then Ash decided to DNF because she wasn't enjoying it, and I didn't want her to force herself to read it just because we were buddy reading it. So she DNF'd it. So I binged the rest of it. It's a 3-star. I was really disappointed. Everything just felt too, not convenient. I just had no interest. There was no intrigue whatsoever. I didn't care. There was too many little things that were just So yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame because I really enjoyed the first one. But oh well. It is now starting to make me doubt whether I actually want to read this author's new book, which is not, I think it's Sapphic Snow White. I'm just like, I'm being drawn in by the fact Sapphic, but do I do it? I don't know. We'll see. And then I did say I was going to start another book tonight. I did not. I got home from work and this was waiting for me. So we watched this. Yeah, I still love this film. This film is great. I'm obsessed. This may be a new comfort movie. So originally my mum was gonna get this for me and wrap it up for Christmas after we'd watched it because she wanted to see it. Yeah, I've told her no because I don't want to wait till December to watch it again. And I'm not paying for a digital copy when I own the physical copy. I am a DVD person. I don't buy loads of movies on DVD anymore. Like, we used to have a pretty hefty DVD collection. Like, we're talking like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Not quite thousands, but it would have hit that point. And we had a big clear out of ones that like we don't need, but like films like this I will get on DVD, because you never know when the streaming services are gonna, like, even if you buy a digital copy, you never know when that streaming service is gonna take it away from you. Like, we've seen it happen with, I think it's PlayStation games or like Steam games, something. They have now started making it like putting it in the terms and conditions that like they could basically take it back at any point. And no, DVDs, I will stand by DVDs. That I won't buy DVDs for all films, but films like this and like the Marvel movies, I'm still trying to build my Marvel collection. I have a fair amount, but I have not got the complete collection, and I don't need like the fancy box sets. Just cheapo DVDs. I do have some Blu-rays, but like that's like if the Blu-ray was on sale cheaper than the DVDs. Like I have no, like I don't care if it's Blu-ray or standard DVD. Like it makes no difference to me. But yeah, certain films I have to own myself. So yeah. And that's actually, that's a good thing, because The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the one with Jim Carrey as the Grinch, a couple of years back, so they take it off of Netflix and that every so often, and that and Elf are my two films that I watch whilst wrapping Christmas presents in December, and they had taken The Grinch off every single streaming service in December, so it's a good job I have the DVD. Little rant there about buying DVDs, and I know it's clutter, but I don't care. So yeah, anyway, I was supposed to be going to the theatre tomorrow. Catherine Tate can no longer do the date, so yeah, someone else is replacing her, and I have no idea who they are. So I very kindly, and this is why, always be nice to people. One, because they are humans who are just doing their job, and two, because they're more likely to help you if you're nice. So I've never done this before, because usually when you go to see a show for a specific person, you've got that chance that, you know, they're not going to be on the night you go. However, with this show, it's literally each person is only on for that one night. So you are specifically booking to see that person. And when they sent out the email, there was a note at the bottom to say that there would be no refunds or exchanges. And I just emailed them and I was like, I completely understand that the note at the bottom of the email is to say no refunds or exchanges. However, and I basically said, like, this show is like different to normal shows where we like specifically are booking to see a certain person. And yeah, I was really nice. And about 10 minutes after I sent the email, I got an email back saying, that's no problem, we've refunded and it will be back within your account within 3 to 5 working days. And I was like, thank you. So thank you, Soho Place, for being awesome. So yeah, if her replacement had been someone I knew and liked, it would have been different. But I googled them because I didn't recognise the name, and I have never heard of them before. And I don't physically have the energy to go when it's not someone I actually want to see. So I'm glad that I've got the refund. So yeah, I now don't feel so bad about watching this tonight because I've got tomorrow evening to read. So yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm tired. It is gone 10 p.m. and I would like sleep. So I will catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Thursday. Work-wise, it was my Friday because I've got tomorrow off. Oh yeah. I had 3 holiday days and 1 personal wellness day to take, and whilst I can carry over my holidays, I'm probably not gonna, but I can carry those over to next year. But personal wellness days have to be used up within the year, they don't carry over. So I was like, do you know what, I need to bake a cake and do stuff around the house during the day, so I'm just gonna book Friday off. Plus I've been doing training for something in work and my brain is a bit fried from information overload, so I thought, do you know what, day off. Long weekend. So it's my Friday today work wise. But I did my buddy read pages for Bride. I had a not unhinged comment, but it was something happened, and I'm not going to say what, but my comment was like, this is on par with a scene in The Love Hypothesis as my favourite. So yeah. And then I started Rabbits by Terry Miles. Now I'm 38% into this, and I am shook at that, because this book is like 419 pages, and I'm 38% is like 160-ish pages, and I genuinely thought I was further in, but at the same time didn't feel like I was that far in at all. So this book is ridiculous, because I feel like I'm having all this information thrown at me whilst not actually explaining anything. And I also felt like it was starting to come to a head with like them figuring out stuff, and then it would get to the resolution. That's why I thought I was further along. But then I was like, well, no, because something happened, and then no. And I'm not enjoying it. I'm confused, and not in the way I'm okay with a book. I'm bored. I have no clue. Even though we've had backstory for one character, I just don't care. And the actual game itself, I just don't care. It's supposed to be really intriguing, and I have no interest. So I think it's really annoying, because this has been on my NetGalley since 2021. But I think I'm going to have to DNF this, because I can't. Which is a shame. But it's not fine. I'm just really annoyed, because like it seems to be mostly 4 stars on Goodreads, but after I sort of made the decision that I might DNF this, I was having a look, and the 1 and 2 star people are sort of feeling the same way as me. So I feel a bit justified. It's a shame. But yeah, I just feel like this book is too long. I feel like it could have been shorter and still done the job. I don't know. I know I'm not that far into it, but yeah, I don't have the spoons to waste more time on a book I'm not enjoying, especially when I'm already 38% into it. Like, that's a decent amount. I should be into this book by now, and I'm not. So that's a shame, but oh well, a book off of my TBR, it's fine. It's frustrating. But anyway, I am gonna go. I will catch up with you tomorrow. I think, dangerous, I know. I think tomorrow I'm going to do my buddy read pages for Bride, and then I think I'm just going to put the audiobook on for All That Consumes Us, because I really want to read that. I also was starting to panic and be like, oh my god, I've got like 1 million books to read and we're so close to the end of October. No, we're not. We're halfway through the month. I've still got so much time to read my books. My only issue is apart from All That Consumes Us, my buddy reader Stolen Tongues, and House of Earth and Blood, I think all of my books are physical only. So I'm scared. But anyway, I'm going to go, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Friday. This one's here. Yay. That is the only reason I'm doing this vlog clip. I can't be bothered to get my tripod. But Ash is here.
Goodbye.
And I read my buddy read pages for Bride. I love it still, obviously. But yeah, I will read more tomorrow and give you updates then. Whee! Hello, it is Saturday. I forgot where I was going to go in my train of thought there. But I finished Bride. Technically we were supposed to finish a buddy read tomorrow. However, Chloe did finish this yesterday. And I think someone else in the buddy read finished it yesterday. So I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to finish it today and then it's done. And I get to finish this vlog with nothing on my currently reading. That doesn't mean my TBR's done because I didn't start All That Consumes Us yesterday or today. I'm going to try and read that whole book tomorrow. We'll see. I should be able to.
I won't be able to.
I reckon I will because my vlog's not going to be that long. So that's not going to take long.
I won't be reading much tomorrow.
No. But you have read today.
I did read today.
You're halfway through your book now.
It's good.
But yeah. If you have read this book, you'll know the hint towards what the second book will eventually be when it happens. And I need that now. And this reread reminded me just how much I need that. But yeah, I love this book. It's so good. I love it more and more each time I read it as well.
That's good.
Like, yeah. But I need to go through the last 2 days of Buddy Read pages to see if there was any good annotations I can send to Chloe's Discord. I don't think this book has any unhinged ones, to be honest, which is a little bit disappointing. But I can't say the same for The Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain. And
those books.
Loath to Love You, to be fair. Maybe a little bit. I need to reread Check and Mate so I can tab and annotate that one because I haven't done that yet. And it came out almost an entire year ago. And then there's me with Bride. I've read it 3 times since February. So Check and Mate come out like 3 months before this one. And I've only read Check and Mate once.
Ali Hazelwood has a good writing, like, stamina.
Oh, she does.
Like,
I appreciate that the 3 Loath to Love Yous, the 2 Can Play, and the new Christmas novella that's coming out, they are novellas. They're like less than 200 pages each. However, she's consistently bringing out at least 1 novel a year. And like last year, Love Theoretically and Check and Mate came out.
And then a couple months later, Bride came out.
Yeah, Bride come out in the February. So Love Theoretically came out in the June.
Check and Mate
was November.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I read it in November.
Bride was February. And then Not in Love was June or July. I think it was June. But then also 2 Can Play came out in October. It came out this month. And then I keep forgetting the name of the Christmas novella that's coming out because it was only announced the other day. But that one's coming out like in November. So
Becca's been well fed.
I have. Apart from Not in Love. I'm going to be honest, I'm not looking forward to rereading that, but I have to. I have to.
Do you?
I do, because when I eventually get my US paperback of that, I will have an annotate it. And I can guarantee there will be a lot of yellows, which is just angry. And it will all be directed at him.
He was a red flag.
He was. I didn't like him. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this vlog up now. I've got a lot of reading to do next week, but I'm going to talk about that in my next vlog. So yeah, I am going to go. And because we're tired. This one's been crocheting. I've been doing more of my Christmas advent calendar.
We've had to people.
We went shopping. And I took stuff to the charity shop. So all the books, other than the special editions that go on my eBay, all the books are now in the charity shop. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this vlog up now. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.